What's up, boys and girls? It's your boy TeKRaJ, and I'm back with another player review. This time it's 87 overall GOAT edition Randy Moss. Now this is the one that you get whenever you get the DLC upgrade from GameStop, and you upgrade him 2 times. Now right off the gate, I want to let you guys know that the cost of this card is going to be well around $250,000 to $300,000 depending on pricing. He has 90 speed, 86 catch, 90 jumping, 81 catch in traffic, 85 route running, 91 spec catch, 85 release, and 82 elusiveness for a player that has 6'4" height. Now he has Minnesota Vikings chemistry and the Go Deep chemistry. Now he also has playmaker chemistry, which means he has faster cuts on playmaker moves if you direct it from the quarterback. That means a lot for those of you that would use it. Now let's take that out of the equation because some of you guys aren't that comfortable with playmaker controls. Now the Go Deep gives them, because your quarterback throw accuracy deep and throw power, and makes his release and spec catch that much better. Now the key to this player is that he's non-auctionable, non-tradable. Now he has 89 acceleration. His run block is only 34. Remember that because we have to keep that in mind for later. 82 elusiveness, 84 spin move, 84 juke move, with only a 34 impact block. Now there was a reason why I focused on that. Now 91 catch in traffic, 81 catch in traffic, sorry, 91 spectacular catch, 85 route running. These are all solid stats from a receiving standpoint. This is one of the best receivers that I played with. Now I wanted to compare him to other receivers that I felt were like maybe in the same category somewhat. And upon looking at it, he pretty much dwarfed most of the other receivers that I looked at kind of to be elusive, speedy receivers. Now the main difference here, guys, and it's hard for me to show you this just by showing you these players that I'm comparing him to, is that this is a 6'4" receiver with the speed of like a Tyreek Hill and all those, you know, like the speed of a Brandon Cooks and everything. And I think the result is a Randy Moss that plays very similar to the receiver that we knew in real life. So as you see, comparing him there to Chris Carter, once you get to Chris Carter, even though it's only his 89 Legend version, you'll notice that other things like release, route running, catch in traffic, those receivers really start getting away from you. And these other receivers now that are actually in the same price range, for example, Mike Evans, who a lot of people really want, is super expensive right now, just beats him on release and catch in traffic. Now Odell Beckham Jr., which I've seen, and I don't know if he's still here, but like around 500K, who's like looked at as like the best receiver in the game, beats him in pretty much everything except speed. Now that one, he still has 88 speed. And then AJ Green, who's around the same height as Randy Moss, but I believe to be a better blocker, don't quote me on that. You can see how he beats him in stats. Now let's get into the highlights, because we can talk about stats all day long, but what really matters in the end is how this card plays. And that's where I am just gushing and I cannot explain to you how good he is. The 83 version of this card dropped so many passes and I did not trust him. So before I started testing his speed, the first thing I wanted to test was, can he catch the ball in traffic? You saw the catches, but you just saw the speed there. I did that over and over to people who try to call cover 3 and did not respect it. I would just put him on a streak and dare them to keep up with it. And he did such a phenomenal job doing that. Now on post routes, he was able to catch the ball up the middle and really do great over and over again. But once again, that speed really killed, and for a receiver that high, I rarely had to worry about jump ball situations, because I'm telling you right now, he would either outmaneuver them or he would hang on to the ball. So even though the catch in traffic was 81, I'm telling you right now, if you chose wisely between possession catching and, you know, spectacular catching, there wasn't a lot people can do to stop you. And, you know, I throw a lot of Stevies. I really do, specifically on player reviews, because I'm trying to get highlight plays. So if somebody who knows how to read coverages very well, knows what beats what coverage, and you have a receiver that has this height this kind of athleticism, you're in deep trouble, because look at these sideline catches. This is happening over and over again. And remember, most of these player reviews, even though I would have other options open, as you see right there, the run after the catch, I was still keying on Randy Moss, and a lot of these people couldn't really do anything about it. Now, that was another thing that really surprised me, as you see right there, the bomb squad coming back in effect. Nobody else but this Randy Moss is gonna single-handedly bring that back. But one of the things that really surprised me about him is that running after the catch, he broke a lot of tackles. So even if you were just calling slants, if you were calling crossing routes, if you know, and all those kind of routes like that, or drags, whatever it was, like, he was really effective. Right here, guys, I was just trying for spectacular catch ridiculousness, and that's the Randy Moss that I always wanted to see. When we got Randy Moss last year, spectacular catch was pretty much dead, and not here, let me tell you. The other thing is, right here on a corner route, you see gets exactly where you need him to be, and is gonna take the hit, no problem. Once again, if you're doing a crossing route in double coverage, no problem, possession catch comes down with it. Now, of course, this player isn't perfect. Don't think he's gonna catch everything. If you're going against top competition, where the secondary has speed, they have hit power, that's gonna happen. Which then, and right here, that last one was a head scratcher. That's gonna bring me to the full-on weaknesses part. For a player that you cannot trade, okay, that you're gonna spend $250,000 to $300,000, and I want you to look at these. You didn't see it there, but he's in the slot to the left. I only saved those highlights. Look how quickly he gets block shed. He is a liability in the run game. Once again, in the slot, he's right there in the middle. Look how quickly he gets block shed, and it caused problems for me, especially when I was getting to the point where I was going up against top tier competition. I can't throw the ball all day. I have to be able to run the ball. But if you're smart with him, it's going to make up for those liabilities. As you can see here in the highlights again, you just have to surround him with good run blockers and kind of hide him when it comes to that. So if you're just calling, for example, like single back do close, which is really popular, just know that there's one side of the ball that outside of the tight end, you're not going to be able to expect much from it. However, when it comes to fun, and that's what this game should be about at the end of the day, I haven't had a lot more fun with any other player. So that's two GOATs in a row that, when upgraded, play exactly like their real life counterparts and just turn out to be a lot of fun, even though they're not necessarily 91 or 90 in the game. You know, right now, I know like Chris Carter's better, for example. I know that, for example, Marshall Faulk is better than the Barry Sanders, but if after playing with these two GOATs, if this is the way that they play, I am super excited to try out the other GOATs. So what is my verdict, guys? I would say, if you're a big Randy Moss fan, go for this card. But for a card that's going to cost you $20 just to get the DLC, and then another 250 to 300,000 coins to get the baby GOATs, and they're just going up in price or waiting that much longer, it's not really worth it in my opinion. I did it just because, I mean, I'm a content creator, and I wanted you guys to see it, but you're better off spending that same amount of coins on a player that you can use for a good amount of time, and then when you're done with them, you can still salvage some of the coins that you invested in them. Anyway, guys, like if you like the player reviews. Hey, if you're new, man, hit that subscribe button. We're going to try to give you more content and more players to review. Put those down in the comment section below of who you want to review. Now, I reviewed two GOATs. I think next I want to review some of the lower end elites, maybe 80 to 84, or some of the 85 overall elites that you guys have had your eye on. Let me know who you want to see. Put that in the comment section below. Like, subscribe, guys. Take care of yourself. We'll see you tomorrow. Peace.